Welcome back. I'm Tammy Arnder. I am joined now live via Zoom by author Thomas Fellows to talk about the short story A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. Such a classic. Thomas, thank you so much for joining us today. Tell us a little bit about why you want to talk about The Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens.
Yes, thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it. As you might already know, the short story deals with Ebenezer Scrooge, who's a rich businessman who is not very generous with his money. And I'm here to tell you today, a lot of people say money's not important. I'm here today to tell you money is important, because if you look at the Bible, Jesus was handed over to the people that ultimately crucified him because Judas took money, of course. Another thing from my own life, my father, who is a self-made man from a middle class New York suburb, worked very hard, and as a result, I've been able to write these books. And the best thing I've ever accomplished in my life is saving someone's life because she read my first book. And I went to an elite private school that was very expensive called Westminster in Atlanta, but it prepared me to be a great writer and as a result, make the world a better place.
That is so awesome. And you talk about how money's not important, but it is important, right? We all have to have it. And the Bible talks about how important it is as well, but it can often be misunderstood. So what's a Bible verse about money that is so often misunderstood?
Yes, if you look at First Timothy 6:10, the Bible says the love of money is the root of all evil, not just money is the root of all evil. So again, if you look at someone like Truett Cathy, who's done great work with WinShape camps and so forth, and that charity, it's in Rome, Georgia, not too far away from Atlanta. A lot of people have done good with the money that they've gotten. So money itself is not the root of all evil. It's the love of money that is the root of all evil.
That's right. When you make the pursuit of money first in your life, that's where the trouble comes in. Let's talk about another Bible verse on money that's often taken out of context.
Yes. So if you look at Matthew 26 and you look at the woman at Bethany, pouring expensive perfume on Jesus, and Jesus says, hey, this is actually okay. His disciples said, hey, this is waste, but he said, hey, this is actually for me. And what some people say in response to that, giving money to the poor is not important, and it's actually against the Bible and so forth. That couldn't be further from the truth. If you look at Matthew 19, the rich young ruler who refused to give his money away to the poor.
And you know what, we talk about we need to take care of the poor, and the Bible tells us to do that, to take care of orphans and widows and to take care of the poor.
Yes.
So what does the Bible say about giving away money from a government perspective?
It's very interesting. If you look at Acts 4, it talks about how the believers shared everything common, but it wasn't communism because they did everything in spontaneity. And so that's something to keep in mind when we're talking about giving in terms of government and so forth.
Good advice. You know what, we learned a lot today from the Charles Dickens story and how he got a second chance and he turned his life around, and we can do the same. That's Thomas Fellows, author. We appreciate your time and your insight today.
Thanks so much. I appreciate it. Merry Christmas.
Absolutely.